Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, and welcome to a brand new series, Prison Architect. Now, this is a really cool indie developed sandbox-esque game on Steam right now for PC, basically where you have to build, manage, and in some aspects, you can escape from your own prison because you can load up escape mode now that this game is out of early access. Anyway, we've got a letter here from the CEO. Dear Sir/Madam, congratulations on completing your basic induction. You are now a fully qualified prison architect. Soon you will be designing, building, and running your own prisons, starting from nothing but an empty plot of land and a few stacks of bricks. Before you get started, I thought I might share some important lessons with you. Every prison needs a warden. He should be one of your first hires. Build him a nice office and he'll open up a whole range of advanced facilities via the bureaucracy system. Individual jail cells are expensive, especially early on when funds are very tight. Save money by starting with a single large holding cell, which can be shared between many prisoners at once. Get your kitchen and canteen up and running before the first prisoners show up. Be sure to hire some cooks. Nothing irritates a prisoner more than an empty stomach. Building a prison is an expensive undertaking, and you need to become a master of raising large volumes of money through the reports and contracts. You can access these grants through the report screen. That's about everything. Good luck, the CEO, Prison Architect Corps. So we're going to delete this message just to get rid of our to-do list up here. So we're going to need to keep an eye on this to-do list right here. It's going to basically tell us exactly what we need to do, and also how much money we're going to get for completing each task. Our money is up here, and our cash flow is up here. This is how much money we receive each day, but we get it in hourly increments, so a 24th of that every hour. It does go up as things happen. As we were told, if we click down here on the report screen, we can access these grants, and to begin with, you can take out 2 grants at a time. So we're going to take out the Basic Detention Center and the Administrative Center, and as you can see on the left, when this pops up, you do get a advance payment, so we get 5,000 in advance, then 5,000 more once we complete it. So this is to help you complete these grants. So we need to build a holding cell, shower, yard, kitchen, canteen, hire at least 2 guards and 2 cooks, and then we'll get $10,000. And we also need to build 2 offices, hire a warden, unlock finance through bureaucracy, and then hire an accountant. We'll get another 5,000. As you can see, that gave us a nice thing to work with. So all of our controls are down here at the bottom. I'm actually going to go into planning mode first of all. Roughly, I think like this is the center-ish. So we can actually plan out our building before we go for it. So I do have sort of something in mind of what I want to do. So I want to make it like 14 by 13 or 12 by 13 here. Like, I do have something planned out in advance of some sort of way I want this prison to run. So let's go for something like that, and say like a 7, just to excuse me, just to sort of poke it out a little bit there. I do want this to be sort of symmetrical like that. So this is where our sort of main prison entrance is going to be. Now, I am going to start things in motion here. So the cool thing I like about Prison Architect is it actually requires the workers to carry out the work and also to get the materials. So to start off, you cannot build anything outside unless you have a foundation. So I'm going to put in a foundation here so that my workers can start laying the concrete and building the walls. And everything requires an entrance. So we're going to get this large jail door here. We're actually going to pop 2 of them down. One there, one there. As you can see, the workers will get their delivery of bricks and mortar, and they will pull everything out and start working on that. Who's that? Oh, it's the truck driver. He'll even unload the truck. I didn't know that. I never noticed the truck driver unloads everything as well. Okay, so while they're doing that, we can carry on planning what we want to do here. So we need 2 offices, and we need one for the warden. So I'm actually going to make an office here first of all. This is going to be our Warden's Office. And you can actually like right-click to get rid of some plans. I don't know if you saw me do that. And down here is going to be our temporary holding cell. Actually going to do another double jail cell door like that. Okay, so what else could we do? I guess we could... we're going to need utilities at some point. So if I have a long section coming off here, make it like 22 by 14. I'll do the same on the other side again. I want it to be symmetrical. 22 by 14. Actually, there's something I want to turn off. I want to turn off this button here for auto lights. It's alright for these this area which they're currently building, but I want that off overall. So this is going to be like our main prison sort of administrative wing, with all of the cells are going to be in the middle, and then all of the services for the inmates are going to be around the outside edge. The reason why I want the cells in the middle and not around the outside edge is because the inmates can actually tunnel out, and they will escape, and it's bad news for your prison because you actually get more money. I can't show you this because we don't have the finance unlocked through bureaucracy yet, but yeah, you actually lose money per day if you have incidents. So yeah, that's a thing you need to watch out for. Okay, so this here is going to be our holding cell in this one, temporarily anyway. This is going to be our warden's main office, and this is going to be our reception room, which isn't required straight away, but I do like to have it. So we're going to add in some brick walls here, just like so, just to separate these rooms up. And as soon as we get our warden in, we can start unlocking other things through the bureaucracy, which is sort of like your research in the game. So the jail cell doors require a jail cell key, and the only people that carry the jail cell keys are guards, armed guards, and I think dog handlers as well. Whereas we want a staff door here, and all staff members can carry a staff key and open this door. As you can see, the excuse me, the jail cell doors are open for now. It's because we don't have any inmates here, so they will leave the doors open. But when we have this all closed down and the doors are locked, if workmen want to come through, and oh man, that was quick. If workmen want to come through, they will require a guard to open them up. Okay, so let's start adding in some things here. I also want the reception. I can never find rooms in this. Okay, so you add in rooms like that. As you saw, you just click on the rooms button here, find the room you want and drag it in. All of the rooms have requirements, the rooms of requirements. So this holding cell here, it needs to be a minimum size of 5x5, enclosed by walls and doors, needs to be indoors, it has to have a toilet and a bench. So we're going to get some benches here. And the thing I like about this game as well is when you're sort of over a room, it automatically changes. I mean, if you can click the plus icon to see absolutely every single item, but it automatically changes the view here. Like if I scroll up, based on the items that are important for this room. So like for an office, you need a office desk, a filing cabinet, and a chair. So I'll add those in, and then that will be considered as an office. For a reception table, you also need an office desk. Let's put it like that. And a chair, and then some tables. You only need one table, but I like to add more than one. One there, and say one there. This room isn't that important, but if we hover over the room here, I think it's quite an important one for starting off. Where your prisoners are first taken when they arrive. So the guards will chauffeur the prisoners into this room, strip them down, give them a search to make sure that they are not bringing any contraband into the prison straight away, and they are given their new uniforms there and then too. Okay, so in the holding cell, we will require a bench and a toilet. I think I can fit a bench there. Can I rotate that to make it look nicer? Nope. Okay, so let's just add in a couple of benches. This room actually here isn't going to stay like this. I mean, we're going to get rid of this fairly quickly on, and add in the toilets there as well. Okay, I'm going to start building in the foundation for the rest of this wing here as well. Let's just go like that. And like that. Very cool. Okay, so top here, I'm going to leave that one for now. I don't really have many plans for that section for now. I just want it to be symmetrical. But for this one, this is where we're going to have our main office wing. So we're going to have offices need to be 4x4, and I like to have a corridor which is 2 wide, so that works out quite well. I'm used to working with this 14 number here, so that's why I've got that. Okay, and we'll have a third office just like that. We'll have a fourth office here. Okay, so this is where our entrance door is going to be. Actually have like one there, and then we'll have a corridor there. Okay, then we can have, say, if we separate the room like that, then we can have a staff room here. We can have a power generator here, which would work well. Okay, I want to have the staff room here just so that we can have like staff near the offices. I think that's a good plan. We're going to have a staff door come in here. As you can see, these toilets are flashing up. We'll get to that in a second. I guess for this section over here, we kind of need to. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna need to separate it like that. Yeah, because we need a door there, and then a door there. Cool, because we need to wait for this to pop in. The foundation won't set until the door is in place. So there we go. Foundation is in, and everything can be built. So let's give them some more jobs to do, because we need some walls up in this place. That's going to be our staff room there on the left. We're going to have 5 offices in total, other than the Warden's Office. Actually, now that we've got our office up and running, we can probably hire our warden, and he can work on finance. Yeah, see, like, this is still flashing red. Excuse me. And this is ready to go. So, let's grab our warden. And I did pick a new warden here, actually. I'll show you guys the settings I started off with. If I create a new prison, is it going to get rid of the current one? No, so these are the settings which are default. Small, fog of war on, generate forest on, failure conditions on. I changed it to medium. I got rid of fog of war and generate forest because I just don't like them. Don't think it really adds anything to the game. But I also turned on gangs. Failure conditions mean, like, if you go bankrupt, if you have too many deaths or escapes, they will shut down your prison. Gangs mean some prisoners will arrive with gang allegiances and will attack rival gang members on sight. Extra challenge. I do like this one. It's kind of fun. You can also pick your wardens. Each warden has a different effect. So the main warden is the most balanced individual on the planet. He does his job and nothing else. People just call him the warden. Second one here, the lobbyist. The lobbyist has friends in high places. Make sure he is more easily controlled prisoners end up coming his way. So how's the likelihood of receiving prisoners who are violent, lethal, volatile, deadly, or fighters? This one here is ruthless and terrifying. Rita has a reputation for running her facility through judicial application of fear. Rumors of her carrying a whip may be exaggerated. How's the likelihood of prisoners being stoical or fearless? Prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly. The one I picked here was J.W. Periwinkle. This one I haven't actually played with before, so I was just like, I'm going to pick this one. Warden Periwinkle says he was a sapper in the war. He never says which war specifically, but he certainly knows everything about digging tunnels. So guard dogs have a 50% chance of fully uncovering any tunnels they detect, something we'll get into later on. The one I tend to go with is this one. It's interesting. The pacifier has an unusual talent for being able to calm even the most violent individuals. Even being in the same room as him is enough to make people docile and compliant. Reduce the overall temperature of your prison, making your inmates less likely to cause trouble. I like to go with this one just to sort of test prisons out. And then we have Safara Akhnova. Safara Akhnova has a spotless reputation and a squeaky clean record, but behind the scenes, shady deals and under-the-table offerings are nothing uncommon for her. So she gets a small cut of the resale value of each piece of contraband found, and prisoners with contraband will be fined directly from their savings. So there you go, there's the different wardens. And actually we get these little Polaroids here, sort of little collectibles. So yeah, I went with the Periwinkle guy, just cause. So yeah, that's all the different wardens you can pick for the game. Okay, so objects. I have some staff doors in here. Oops, I want that one. Want that one. Pop that brick wall back in there. Go back with the staff door again. Because we've got like this main corridor here we need to add staff doors to. So as you can see, like things are starting to get ticked off our list. We're going to set the bureaucracy tab. So this is our tech tree. First off on the list, we need to unlock finances so that we can hire our accountant there. Of course, the other things I need to do is I need to quickly set these as offices. Shouldn't need more than 5 offices. Again, I just know this because I played through the game before and I know how many offices you need. 1 per specific staff member. I also know that you need an office desk. Let's just rotate these. Make these all sort of the same, bog standard basic office. You need a chair. Pop it there. I'm very, very OCD about this. Like, why would they make the chair? The computer's in the middle of a 2-tile thing. The chair you can't have in the middle. I would never sit like that on my computer. You also need a filing cabinet. Guess we're going to break away from the symmetry of this whole thing here by doing that. Okay, so in this room here, we're going to have a power generator. They're very expensive power station here. But the good thing is they do give you some to begin with, and in order to make this work, you also need some capacitors. They give you 1. I like to add 3 going into things. Right, so we're going to need some lights in here. I did turn off auto light placement, so I'm just going to add in a couple, like 1 in each office in front of the filing cabinets. Why not? They will require power. I'm going to have some in the corners of the main room here, 1 right in the middle of the reception, 1 in the Warden's Office, then a couple in the holding cell. Okay, that's good. And in order to spread the power, we need these electrical cables, but I'll wait a second to put those in. And third, I don't know what number we're on, but it's probably over 3 by now. Let's just quickly add those in, then get rid of all of our plans, because I noticed that there's a couple still remaining from when I added in doors. Although I didn't. Oh, I did. They're waiting to put that in. That's fine. Yeah, we need water, so we're going to add in some... just a sec. Yeah? No, I've got everything. I won't need to move it tonight because I start work at 7. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, we need to add in a water pump in order to allow our inmates... Actually, no, I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to put it there. The reason which will become clearer later on in the game. Yeah, we need a water pump in order to spread water throughout our prison here. So I'm actually going to bring the water pipeline down to there, and then use the small ones to connect appliances to the main line here. So large pipes distributes a large volume of water around your prison under high pressure, probably big enough for someone to crawl to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness. Excuse my language there, that's a quote from the Shawshank Redemption. Used to connect items like toilet showers, sinks, etc. to your large pipe network. The pressure is much lower, so there is a limited length that a small pipe can run before the pressure becomes too low. I don't actually know what the length is off the top of my head, but you can still go pretty far. Like, that's going to be plenty enough to get our holding cell working. And then something also we're going to need to add here is a electrical cable running from the power generator. I'm actually going to run it like this for reasons that will become clearer much later on in the series. Yeah, we need to run power from the power generator to all of these sections. There may be enough power cables there. I'm going to speed up time. We do have time controls up here. Pause. 1 speed, 2 speed, 3 speed. I realise this episode is getting kind of long. We haven't done too much. But next episode we will be building our first kitchen, canteen. We're going to add in some jail cells and also a yard. But for now, this is looking pretty fine and dandy. This is the first episode of Prison Architect. Thank you all very much for watching. And I will, of course, see you all in the next episode. Thanks once again. I'll see you next time.